Oh yeah. I mean, you look. If you look at how tough it is if you look at our league, I mean, Richmond was one play away from not even making the playoffs last year. You know, if they don't block that field goal against William & Mary, they don't even go. And then they wind up dominating, basically. Well, they didn't dominate Northern Iowa, but they won going away, you know, the championship game. And they nearly didn't go. And you look how good William & Mary was. You know, they didn't make the playoffs. So it's a short walk between, you know, 10-1 and 6-5 in our league. I think right now the way the Southern Division has been picked, that's not even talking about the North, probably that you wouldn't go out on a limb saying that's the top 3 teams in the nation right now coming back would be, if you picked it, Richmond, Villanova, and James Madison, 1, 2, 3 in the nation. And I think that when you see how many good football players we have, and when teams, you know, when you warm up against a Richmond or a Villanova or a Delaware, you know, those teams are good-looking football teams. I mean, they look good on the hoof. They can run. There's a lot of good coaches in this league. You see the recruits. You see the recruits. Some of these guys are attempting to sign and do sign. It gets your attention. I think usually that's because you have two. They say that because both your quarterbacks are second teamers, but you can also have, in the reverse, you can have 2 first teamers. And I've been through both, where you look at, and no one will step up and take the job, whether it's strong safety or quarterback. And that's a problem. It's a very real problem, Kurt. You can have 2 second teamers when one. The problem we're having at quarterback is both of them are playing really well. And you have 2 first teamers. That's when you have a problem. And you can have that problem at offensive tackle. You know, one guy's not playing bad, and you just have to make a decision at some point. You know, we're not afraid to make a decision, but I think I owe it to both of those kids to let them have every opportunity to prove what they can do, put their best foot forward. Our defense is probably like our entire football team, Kurt. We have, this is the best group of frontline players we've had in many years. I mean, we have more pro prospects. You know, we have 2 guys that have they're get drafted really high. You know, with Scotty and Dorian Brooks. Our problem is our fill-in guys. You know, the rest of those guys we're not as good in those spots, like the safety position and the linebacker position. We've got an offensive line position. You know, we have 5 starters, but I'm not sure. I like that we're going to be better there than we were last year. So, and running back, you know, if we move Griff to free safety, we're going to have some young guys playing running back that haven't played a lot. So we just have some, you know, the guys that are going to be first-time starters have some question marks about them, and you're not going to know about those guys. You would like to think you can put those guys in the out on the field during August practice, but you really don't know till the band starts playing, you know, on Saturday, and we've got more problems in those areas. And so I would say our defense, are we going to be better on defense? I thought last year it was 2 different seasons. It was before DJ Brandon got hurt against Richmond, because we were, I thought, a dominating defensive football team till then. You know, we were as good as we'd ever been on defense. And I probably thought after DJ went down, we struggled on defense as much as we'd struggled the whole time I've been the coach there. You know, we just weren't a very good defensive football team going home because of our problems at linebacker. So we have some concerns.